Said best. I know, it's okay. It's interesting, the way the things Jack must message as opposed to my first day messages are like, I love you. People don't take me seriously. It sucks. Because I'm a clean comedian. I don't cuss. I haven't said a bad word in 12 years. But also played football at a pretty elite level in high school. And it's very random. But my motivational speeches hit a little bit differently because I didn't cuss. It was very real. I remember like getting my team together. Hey, yo, we gotta show these mother flippers what HE double hockey sticks looks like. The kids are like, did he just say HE double hockey sticks? I'm like, you're gosh darn right I did. Because I did cuss. I used to cuss when I started playing football. I did cuss. And then I remember getting hit really hard one time. I just got hit. I was like, oh God, wait, flipping. It just changed me. I think it was the CTE. That was the brain damage from the hit. Yeah. Thank you. That's my dad right there. I'm so proud. People would cuss. I don't know why my voice is so low. I think that's like intimate. The saying is like slang poetry. Because people would cuss, and I'm like, man, that's such a vulgar term. Like people would say like son of a B word. They would say the B word. But I'm like, my translation for that when I would get mad at somebody, like, man, I'm mad at you, Grace. I'm like, you son of a lady who should have loved you more when you were young. That's depressing. That's empathy, right? How am I single? I don't know. Okay, I'm happy with that one. I'm happy. Cussing alternatives, I'm cool with that. Sorry. I have another thing I want to talk about. Okay, this is very different from my persona on stage. It never works, but I'm trying it out a few times. I think a way to incentivize people who might be a little bit more heavy set to trim down, I'm trying to say this politically correct, is you should, based on your like body fat percentage, is how much you should be taxed. What? I would be at 1% body fat. I'm not paying taxes because I wouldn't eat. Okay. Hey, yeah, that one is weird. I know. Stuck with me on that one. I love my favorite thing is when I'm watching interviews with athletes. Athletes always get interviewed. They always say the same. It's like the same rehearsed stuff. Okay, come on. We can tax. Athletes, when they get interviewed, they always talk about when someone wins MVP for whatever league, they always get emotional, rightfully so, because they work so hard to get what they wanted to get. And you always hear them say, I shouldn't be here right now. Like, I have all this odds stacked against me. I'm like, hey man, you're 6'8" with a beard, and you're 8 years old. LeBron, you were supposed to make it. Like, if I made it in football, I could definitely say, hey, obese, I don't know. Okay, when I was younger, when I was 16 years old, I got a police ticket. That was my first ever ticket that I got. As you can tell by my, again, who I am, this is who I am off stage and on stage. I don't drive fast, I'm like 55 in the right lane, cruise control. When I was 16 years old, my first ever ticket, I had my license for 2 months. I remember my friend was at a stop sign, and I wanted to be funny, and I zoomed around him at the stop sign. And I was laughing, and then the police lights came on. And I was 16 years old, and I pulled off to the side. And something y'all need to know about me is I get emotional about everything. And I was hysterically crying. And this is when I knew I talked too much. This is when I knew I was too honest, because I want to be vulnerable, and I talk too much. Police comes up, and the first thing he asks me, or he doesn't even say anything actually, I open the window, and I tell him, hey, I don't have any drugs in the car. And I'm crying profusely. And then I'm telling him, all I hear him say is, like, he gets on his little intercom, like, he says, back up. And I'm like, okay. And I put my car in reverse, like, no, don't move. He's telling me, back up. I'm like, oh, okay. And that was real. I don't know how to end that story, but I'm telling you, like, 1% body fat? I mean,
So I actually liked about him being the last comment.
Hey!
Okay, we got one more person coming up tonight. Before we leave, give it up for Spencer, everyone.
Spencer!
Nailed it. Hey guys, it's good to be here. I've got a couple things that I've been hyper-focused on the entire show. The couple that met in the orphanage, that had to be a great place to pick up chicks. Because you know they all have daddy issues. You don't even have to guess who does. You're just like me. Also, Jack talked about how his record for birthday blowjobs was 6. Weird flex. Never heard anyone brag about getting 6 blowjobs in one day. That's crazy. My favorite part is he didn't hear that. Everybody make sure to tell him after the show. Okay. If you couldn't tell by how hyper-focused and excited to tell you that stuff I am autistic. Some people call me the autistic Matt Damon. Those people are mean, and but it's true. Sometimes, though, a lot of times people say to me, Spencer, you don't seem autistic. You don't act autistic. First off, thank you. Second off, I do a thing called masking. Masking is when a person with autism, basically we act the way and talk the way we assume you want us to. We don't really get to be our true authentic self. You know, we gotta put on a front, put on a mask, so that you can better absorb us. And some people say to me, "Oh, Spencer, you know, you don't have to mask in front of me. You know, I want you to be your true self in front of me." No. And what's more, you don't want that. Because it's not true for everyone with autism, but I didn't get diagnosed because I make everyone around me comfortable. You know, I got diagnosed because when you take off the mask, you learn that all I want in the entire world is for the people I'm attracted to squeeze me as tight as they possibly can. And I want to take them and I want to squeeze them like that, like they're some sort of towel. And I just want to push our faces cheek to cheek so I can talk directly into their ear, just directly into them, so I can tell them about my Dungeons and Dragons character, who's an undead bird man who uses gothic poetry to cast spells. His name is Edgar Allan Crow. And did I make this whole joke so I can tell you about that character? Yes! Because I will talk to you about it for 4-5 hours, and I'll squeeze you as tight as I can the entire time, and I'll demand that you squeeze me back, and about 6-7 hours into it, you'll say, Spencer, put back on the mask! Crazy weather we've been having, am I right? It was not raining when I left today. I'm never really sure how to end that bit, so I'm just gonna say, please follow me on Instagram. Spencer is funny. I swear I am. Anyways, thanks, Eddie.